Hello and welcome back. This is episode 30 of our Disco Elysium playthrough. Last episode was pretty full on, to say the least. We had a bit of a standoff with the mercenaries, and we got shot in the leg. We're not doing too badly. Running seems to be fine. We got shot. All the mercenaries are dead. A few of the Hardy boys are dead too. Kim's pretty much saying it's a bit of a shit show, to be honest. We didn't solve the murder. Ruby's dead. Classy's run off. It's a disaster, I think. New replaced gas shining in the morning light. You hear traffic outside, back in the world again. So we almost died, but we didn't. Everyone's alive. Kim's alive, which is the most important thing. And now we're going to head back up to Classy's room to figure out what's going on. As you can see, our room is nice and clean. Pull the fan. No, pull the light. And yeah, that's all there is. You see gleaming white enamel, no bottles inside. Look, the door is open. You can walk right into Kim's room. Oh. Do you mind, Kim? We're going to rummage through your stuff, Kim, because we're best friends. The alarm is set for 6:50. Medicinal supplies in the cupboard. Oh, that's right. Kim patched us up. Because Kim's the best. Half-finished paperwork. These papers bear the stamp of RCM. They appear to be fragments of Lieutenant's paperwork. Half-finished. You make out notes in this and other recent cases. I had guard open the door when your room. You were running low on bacterial fever last night. Thank you for keeping this thing alive a little longer. It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky considering the odds we faced. There's a pause. Let's go. I'm not sure either of us feel solid enough to keep loitering in this room. All right, Kim, we're leaving. Low and locked. I'm surprised that's still so low. Electrochemistry. But I guess we haven't really put any points into electrochemistry. I don't know if it's relevant either. But with this game, with this game, you never know. Do we have any electrochemistry clothes? Here we go. These jeans, nice. Or some gloves. Oh, this beautiful kimono. That looks like it. Now with our sexy new outfit, let's see. Interfacing. The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hands into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something soft yet crinkly. Take it out. Hey, it's chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer when you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar. By the way, the raw materials were mostly exported from Singay and processed in Sula-Clef in the apricot-flavored chewing gum loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers. I have a feeling... 28. No. I have a feeling that the apricot will be regarding his wife, or our wife. What do the genes have? -1 to reaction speed. I feel like reaction speed is fairly important. What pants were we wearing? Oh, here we go. No. Or trousers, depending on where you are in the world. Is that what we were wearing? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? We need better trousers. What gloves were we wearing? Interfacing, half light. Alright, we're done in here. We'll quickly check the Stereo 8 has been reunited with its right speaker. Right, let's go check out Classy's room. Ouch, that leg hurts. Maybe if I don't run, it'll be okay. Okay, well, we won't run then. Kim will be happy with that. He was always making comments about our running. Looks like she's left something on the table. Next to a stack of bills, you can see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs. A gift. The lieutenant turns the staircase suspiciously, looking for any sign of another presence in the shadow above. Seems she left in a hurry. It's hardly surprising. What could this gift be? I'm not drawing my gun yet, but I don't like gifts. He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively towards his holster as he studies the note. Just don't walk into another radio trap, okay? Thank you, brain. I'll try. Can we take the drugs out of her? It's empty, not even a toothbrush. She's really cleaned out. She certainly has priorities straight when she was packing. Alright, let's go. A red thread made of nylon. It leads out of the room onto the roof. Visual calculus. You see the same two neon lit shapes, a man and a woman. Only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall. This is ballistics. She left a trajectory for us. Lieutenant tests the thread with his finger. Drawn taut, it rebounds instantly. A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth out of the route to the roof outside. A prime. To when widen into the radius locations of Martinis. B prime, B double prime, B triple. Where does the thread leave? It suggests the bullet came from extreme upper quadrant of possible angles from a point beyond the roof. B. The island in the bay. Is she telling us the shot came from the inlet? He nods. Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna, as the thread seems to point. There a reason on that inlet? A sunken sea forward. I saw it through the coin-operated viewer. I remember. He looks at the window into the bay. How did she know how to do this? She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass. Visual calculus. She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass. It also looks like there may be more to her skill than we know. The question is, should we trust her? Of course we don't trust her. I don't know at this point. He stops mid-sentence. What difference does it make? It's the only point of the origin we haven't ruled out yet. So it is. For a second he seems tired. You seem unenthusiastic. I just haven't got a lot of sleep for the past few days. He doesn't really believe this will yield anything. Maybe we need to go to the inlet. The wind blows in from the open window. The lieutenant sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water. Logic. The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinique looking under every rock, talking to every person. But what else is there? What else is there? I'm going to the island. Are you in? Kim, are you in? Of course, he nods. Of course I'm in. He takes a second to gather himself, then says, how do we get there? Joyce Miss her had a sloop, but she's gone. Lillian, the net picker, she's tarring her boat. Ah, yes, of course, the village. Let's go. All right. To the island. Welcome to the island. The Island was a good movie. I enjoyed it. The thread is tied to the antenna. We still don't know where this door goes, do we? Physical instrument. We have 1 point. physical instrument's still so low because we're still doing this. It's taking forever. 5 hours. Maybe it's real gameplay time. Like, not just game hours, actual real life hours that I'm playing this game. Anyway. Anyway. Oh, no running. Sorry. All right, let's go. We'll go downstairs. We'll have a chat to Gart. Now that the room's clean, I feel obligated to pay and stay the night. Where did those shit police go?
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did, thank you. Big improvement. You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and clientele from the gunfire. I give credit where credit is due. That, sir, was a nice shot. I was watching until you crawled inside then. Bullets started flying anyway. I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free. The drinks are not. Just felt I need to specify that. Where did everyone go? Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business. Are Lena and Morale still in town? Them. Nice people, but no. Lena said they were going back to Jamrock. I saw them pass outside. He waves at the window. This was before the fight started. I'm glad she got out of here before all that. Bullets flying and stuff. People inside were quite terrified, you know. I had to take action and step outside too. Yeah, that was for the best. He nods. Yes, you know. I went outside and took care of it. Everybody calmed down. Felt like the right thing to do. Rhetoric. He almost completely forgotten what this began with. But we weren't looking for the Phasmids. I mean, you're a detective. Perhaps you can track them down. Shouldn't be that hard. Exactly. He looks at you. But all in due time. Crypto business is not a priority right now. Inland Empire. You'll see her again one day. You know it. Things went like they did for a reason. Seeing the discipline in your face, he relents. Oh, fine. Hero cop. Lena left a forwarding address. 1113 in Jamrock. If you see them again, do give them my best. Okay, so I have to mention, when it happened, you were right out there on the balcony. Yeah, I was. That's because I'm a badass. If you say it as two different words like that, it sounds like there's something wrong with your ass. Yeah, I guess you are. Yeah, I don't know. He feels the need to explain himself. Clients were panicking, and also I sort of found out I don't give a shit if I die. It's a bit depressing, Gart. What happened to the man with sunglasses? I don't remember everyone who comes in here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad. Thanks, Gart. Oh no, actually, we might have a quick chat and see if there's anything
I can do for you.
Classy in room 3. She nicked the phone line. Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why the degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building. You have Lena. Lena is a good customer. Yeah. She's not a guest, is she? Anyway, I'll forward that woman her bill and be done with it. Now, is there anything else? No. Okay. Free accommodation. Done. No running, sorry. We better go talk to I don't really need to talk to you. Let's go have a chat to them. Seeing you approach, the bruised man rises his beer and welcome.
Crazy motherfucker. Didn't think you had that fury in you, but I guess I've misjudged a lot of people lately. That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. The fucks did not expect that.
He looks at you with unmistakable respect.
What I'm trying to say here is thank you for intervening, fellas. That was mighty brave of you.
He extends his hand. This is big. It's as big as any thank you as Titus Hardy can muster under any circumstance. Shake his hand, nod in silence. Now, how can I help you? I'm sorry about the people you lost. His bruised face stiffened. Theo was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could imagine him withering away in a sickbed. But Angus, he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize the mess he'd gotten into. Trusted me. Still, the ball's on that kid. Went down fighting for someone else's shit like a fat, angry bear. Empathy. Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. He only deals with it by drinking copious amounts of 8% beer. And Glenn. Glenn was my friend. Best I ever had. I love that crazy homo like my own brother. He takes a sip of his beer. We're all fucked without him, but what do you do? This job is shit. They were good people. I'm sorry it went like that. Well, yeah. What does that mean? It means you might die tomorrow, so live every day like it's your last. Ain't that right, fellas? Elaine. Absolutely. Today I'm going to get drunk, eat good food, and bed a good-looking gal, because tomorrow a motor carriage might run me over. Or you might die of heart failure, or syphilis. Hey, fuck you for ruining a beautiful idea. Do you know what happened to Classy? Don't know, don't care. I'll be glad if I never see that fucking woman again. Guys, I've always been through level with me. You really liked her, didn't you? No. He did. Okay, got it. He nods and takes another sip of whiskey. What's going to happen to the Hardy Boys now? I guess I'll take a closer look at the union members. There's bound to be some ambitious fellows there who'd love nothing more than advancing social democracy by busting some heads. Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing Windows and maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Anyway, don't you worry. As long as Titus Hardy's standing here, we will be Hardy Boys. Logic. He's right. The numbers are replaceable. In an organisation of thousands of men, there are plenty who would join. So long. Be good so I don't have to come back here again. Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves. Now, death passed on you today, but men don't get that lucky twice. He nods and then he nods at you and then to the lieutenant. Copper Loco and the normal cop, I guess. Good luck in Jamrock. Scars make the best tattoos, they say. Thanks for getting involved, guys. Not a lot of cops would step in the line of fire, but you did. And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hard Hardy boy, Copper. Esticor, and Titus Hardy himself would make a good officer. Man was born to lead. The Artyom could be a man like you. Think about it. I will, Coppo. That's a promise. He puts his can down. Now scoot, because this Hardy boy's got some morning and drinking to do. Take it easy on the drink. The danger is not past. This town needs you on your feet. Good point, Biner-clad. Hardy looked his beer. We'll keep the volume under 12% tonight. I feel like Kim's awesome. Like he's putting up with our shit this whole time, and he gets a bit of a hard run, I think. What is this? The graffito has painted over the traces of a fight that took place here. Smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skull. Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found words for her masterpiece. The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with her finger. Looks like it. Still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday. I smell heavy fuel oil. And blood. Some of it's even yours. Heavy fuel oil, isn't that flammable? Step back, Lieutenant. One day I'll return to your side. The fuel oil catches fire immediately with an ominous hiss, a bright orange flame across the surface letters, black smoke rises the burning. Say nothing, stand grimly into the flames. The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods silently. Then the fire falters. Let's go to that island. Slowly the flames subdue and the fuel burning out. The air still smells of mazout and springtime. That was cool. Very Daredevil. Hello. No running. God, I gotta stop running.
Officer, care to play a game with a lonely old man? Actually, never mind. It wouldn't be the same.
Where's Renee? The prick is gone. I can barely believe it, but he's really gone. He's trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow. Gone where? Gustin sighs and mumbles more to himself. Hell, most likely. He was an absolute cunt. Was he killed during the tribunal? Oh, he would have liked that. Violent lives end violently. That's how he wanted to go. Sadly, it was not the case. How did he die exactly? His angry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he was. Reaction speed. Wait, did he prove himself to prove he can pull his weight and doesn't need handouts? Guess he was about to head home, because when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the cockatoo uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke is on him, because he's going to be buried without it. Do you think our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there? No. Rene was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable. Was he really that bad? I repeat, an absolute cunt. He turns to look at the crater. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around were Janine and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought it was the most beautiful being. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to. Did you love him? We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact. He falls silent and looks at you, his eyes filling up with tears. Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me? Some right-wing roller slogan. Sorry. In Guillemy's time, you'd been shot without a trial. That's what he said to me. The old man gathers himself and wipes his eyes again. He lived a cunt and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that. I offer my sincere condolences. Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss. It is what it is, part of life, really. But you know someone for 79 years, then one day they're gone. I just don't know anymore about anything, really. He slowly shakes his head, then remembers your presence. But you must need something. I was hoping to ask him about the bells. The old man stares at the flowers and sighs and says, Rene wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like instant Indian lilies. That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests. Why didn't he like them? There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communards. They called them the bells of the revolution. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of old Insulindi. The royalists had to surrender to Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore. Alright, we'll just go. We got to get to the island. We've got so many things to do. No running. Stop running. It's going to take forever. Let's see if there's anything we can pawn off. Walking takes forever. Hello, my friend.
I see you were wounded in the recent altercation. A speedy recovery to you, officer. Now,
Thanks,
what can I do for you?
Let me check my pockets. You can have this postcard. And that's it. That's all you get. I wonder if running is an issue. Or if it's just one of those things where they're like... Don't remember what those buttons do. Let me just try something. Oh, it just tells you what's in your hands. That's fine. Right, I'm going to run until something bad happens. Leave, okay. We're gonna go... Who was it up here? This is our beautiful vehicle. Come on, Kim. Where is she? There she is.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for your falling and hurting your knee. I want to talk to you about something else, your
from
boat.
The shooting in town? Weird gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
You didn't only get shot. I have a question
Of course.
for you.
Can I help you with something?
We need to get to the island. That won't be a problem. It's wind still. And the tar just dried. We got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead. Can we borrow your boat? If you promise to bring it back and no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat. And no joyriding either. Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business. Aye. Nod along attentively. The crow's feet disappear from the corner of her eyes and she smiles at you. What's on the island? I think I saw some ruins on the binoculars. Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war, before the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think, bombed to bits in its landing. I haven't been there myself, always steered clear of it. Hasn't been there herself, who has then? Who has been there? My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know, my mother told me. This must be one of the many fortifications that used in the dying days of the revolution against the coalition forces before they took the city. She looks around. The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such. Which kids? The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge. Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Be my guest. They have a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do. Anything we should know? Well, most of it's sunken underwater. That means concrete under the water. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there. Okay. Let's go talk to the twins. The creepy children. Always creepy.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope...
No, I have nothing to say to you. You don't need to know if I got shot. Let's talk to the creepy kids. Okay, kids, you've been to that island, right? On that island, the one who was busy kicking the stone points. Yes, that one. I need to know what's there. That's, nothing. The boy paused to think with his fingers in his mouth. Just a sea fort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire. Gather sticks for the fire and bullets. Oh, not real bullets. Empty bullets. Bullet shells? There are lots of them left over from the war, but this could be important. What do you mean shells? I don't know what those are. What then? There are lights. The fiery guy comes out and asks to put the fire out. Your nerve endings sting from the mention of a guy. Rhetoric. They must mean human being on that island. But it's cut off. Someone lives on the island? No. Shaking his head vehemently. His brother looks at him. Yes. The lieutenant raises his eyebrow and whips out his notebook. Let's go with yes. Why is he the fire guy? Because he asked to put the fire out. Why does he ask to put the fire out? I don't know. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes. The other one adds laconically, standing with his hands glued to his sides like a little tin soldier. Because he doesn't want to be found. Smoke traces. You mentioned something about lights. It's hard to tell which one starts. I don't know. Did you mean there are electric lights? He points to the street lights. Yes. Can you tell me anything about this guy? No, he doesn't live there, I don't think. No, he lives there. He's been there twice, 2 times. Huh? The first one pauses to think, then comes some kind of conclusion. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes. Anything else? What does this guy look like? I don't know, they say in unison. How come? We ran. He just yelled, we shouldn't be there. Your father used to go to that island too. Our father killed himself. Don't say that. He didn't. His brother punches him. The boy's eyes well up. Say nothing. I'm sorry, the one says, other rubbing his brother's shoulder affectionately. Is that all you know? Is there anything more you can tell us? The boy says, rubbing his eye. It's clear he has no intention of finishing the sentence. Light, fire guy, we should check up. Alright. Alright. Thank you, Lillian. We're going to take your boat. Isn't that your boat? Or is there one further out? Maybe it's down here. Ah, here we go. A skiff with a small steering engine at the back floats on the calm mirror of the sea. 2 seats are empty. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle and you're off to the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Savoir-faire. Have you made all the necessary preparations, closed all your accounts? Logic. Remember that the net picker said, it's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this. Get in and ride to the island. I've got nothing else to do. Go to the island. I don't want to talk to the thing. I don't care. Kim trusts me. So that's all I need. I don't care if I'm the peon. He's going to fall off.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever.
I have a feeling the music at this part is going to be copyrighted on YouTube. So hopefully we can mute it. The colors are just beautiful, like very simplistic, but the art style, I'm a big fan. The boat comes to a slow stop. Kin turns the engine off and then there's silence. In the silence, a sputtering of wings, a flock of quails takes off in the distance. Let's go, he whispers. All right. We're going to wrap this one up there. The island's a good place to start, I think. If you've got any suggestions or anything for the channel, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. Or for the game. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.